Change your diet, change your life, change the planet.
Hey everybody, it's Tim Van Orden, and I've got something really cool to share with you today. 6.5 years ago when I started the Running Raw project, my main intention was to get top-level athletes around the world excited about the possibility of a plant-based diet and what that might offer them in regards to performance. And my hope was that if I can get a lot of these top athletes eating a clean diet, eating a healthy diet, eating a plant-based diet, they'll talk about it and they'll inspire the youth of America and the youth of the world to want to do what they're doing. So by getting big athletes to eat better, we can get kids to eat better. And that was my main intention from the start, was to find a way to affect the diet of the youth in America. Because as you know, their diets are horrible. Well, when I started, everybody thought I was crazy. I was the crazy raw guy, and I got picked on and called names, and people laughed at me, and nobody took me seriously. But it's 6.5 years later now, and I've won 9 U.S. Masters championships, and I've been given the title of U.S. Masters Mountain Runner of the Year twice, U.S. Masters Trail Runner of the Year once, by USA Track and Field, which is the governing body of running in America, and they're the governing body of the U.S. Olympic team. So to be honored by them is a huge accomplishment. But what just happened is even bigger than that. USA Track and Field puts out a magazine called Fast Forward, and this is the biggest issue of the last 4 years. It's the London Olympic issue, and it's all about how the U.S. athletes did at the Olympics. So you've got great stories and features of, the world record holders, gold medalists, and all the top Americans in the running sports in London. Really inspiring stories. If you can get your hands on this magazine, I highly recommend checking it out. It's really cool. But the best part of all, at least to me, is that the final 2 pages are dedicated to me and the Running Raw project. I mean, how amazing is that? That USA Track and Field, in their Olympic issue, gives me 2 full pages where they talk about my journey with this project and what I've accomplished, what I've learned, and I am really, really honored and humbled by this, to be in the same magazine with Allyson Felix and Ashton Eaton and all the other superstars of the USA Track and Field team. But even better than that is, these top Olympic athletes get this magazine. They read this magazine. And my message is in here. And I hope they read it. And I hope it makes a difference. And finally, after 6.5 years, I'm hoping that maybe this is the tipping point. That maybe now, finally, these top-level gold medal athletes will say, wait a minute, who is this guy? What's he doing? He's accomplished what? At what age? And maybe the tides will finally turn. So I've often looked at my project as a failure because it's just me doing my thing, and I never wanted it to be about me. I wanted it to be an inspiration for other athletes, and then they would take it. They would take the torch, like in the Olympic relay before the Olympics start. They keep handing off the torch. I just thought I'll be the first guy with the torch, and I want to hand it off to somebody bigger, better, and more inspiring than myself. And maybe now that's finally happened. So exciting things to come for Running Raw and the possibility of changing the diets of the youth of America. So if you have an opportunity to get Fast Forward magazine, the official publication of USA Track and Field, check it out and spread the word, all right? So when someone says, oh, you can't be a top-level athlete eating a raw diet or eating a vegan diet, eating a plant-based diet, however you want to refer to it, here I am alongside the best athletes in the world.